Good morning. I am Leona Dooley, and this is Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme in the kitchen. And today in the kitchen, we're going to put together what's called a smoky brisket. And being that it's a brisket, you have to be very careful with how you cook it. Brisket can toughen up on you very quickly. But I've got a solution. Use your crock pot and let it slow cook all day. And that brisket is going to absolutely fall apart. Now, we're going to make it smoky. We're going to be using something that you may or may not like, but I don't use it very often. I'm going to put together a sauce with some hickory smoke, some Worcestershire, a dash of hot sauce, and a little bit of Italian seasoning. I'm going to let it simmer all day while I go out and shop with the girls. And when I come back, the only thing I'm going to need to do is to warm up the rice, which is already ready, and have a green vegetable or a salad. So stay tuned if you're interested in how to cook a piece of meat, a piece of steak actually, that may not be necessarily at the top of the list, but definitely great for your pocket. And we're going to prepare it. We're going to get it ready, and it's going to take care of itself while you do something fun this summer. Enjoy. All right, I've turned you around. Here's my crock pot. And first of all, before I do anything, I'm going to spray it with some coconut oil. I like coconut oil. I think it does a great job of, especially for pots and pans, keeping them from sticking. It's great. Now, I've got my oil in. I'm turning the setting on low. I'm getting the Worcestershire sauce, and that's a mouthful in and of itself. I'm using the Heinz Worcestershire. I normally use Lee and Heron, but guess what? I don't have any of that today, so I'm not going to use that. Also, I have a little bit of Heinz 57, so I think I'm going to throw a little bit of that in. Now, and I'm going to actually measure this out so you can know exactly how much I'm using. I've got a 1/4 cup measure. Let me see if this makes, that worked out. Almost, wow, how about that? 1/4 cup of hickory smoke, the liquid. I'm going to put in an equal amount of the Worcestershire sauce. Now, I'd say, to be honest with you for now, we really won't need any salt because all of that's going to be taken care of. Okay, I'm putting the top back on that so I won't forget. Okay, I've got the Heinz 57. Whoop. Okay, I've got a 1/4 cup of that. And I'm just going to kind of drizzle in just a little bit. Let me shake, make sure I got a good shake of the hot sauce. And I'm just going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dashes of hot sauce. Now I'm going to kind of drizzle that around, move that around so it will kind of pick up everything that is in there. Now, I'm looking at this thinking, I need just a tiny bit of water just to kind of help rinse some of that out of the container. There we go. Now, we're going to add an onion and the brisket. All right, guys, I'm going to cut up my onion. Let me get a knife. And as you can see, this is a small onion. I'm not going to need a large one. And I'm just going to dice it into quarters and then give it a little rough chop, leaving those pieces kind of large. Okay, got all the skin off, all that over there. So I'm going to slice it in half, cut it in half, the half in half, and turn it for the half in half. And see if you can see that a little better. Okay, so I have 4 sections that I've divided that into. I'll do it again. I'm going to put it in half. I'm going to take the half and put it in half and cut the other section in half. So we ended up with 8 sections altogether. I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to place it into the bottom of my crock pot. So there's our onion. Let's get back to the crock pot itself. I'm going to spread the onion around in there. And I'm going to dip you down just a little bit so you can look inside the crock. There you go. There's our onions ready to go. I'm going to add also about a teaspoon of garlic, fresh minced garlic. Okay, there we go. I'll stir all of that up. So our garlic is in, and I have a little Montreal steak seasoning, and I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of Montreal steak seasoning. We want this meat to be very, very flavorful. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to get my brisket and bring it out. And I'm going to leave the brisket on its, get a paper towel. I've placed the brisket on the paper towel, and I'm actually going to take it out of its container and sit it right there. And I'm going to get another paper towel, and I'm going to pat it. Okay, so we pat it nice and dry. Okay, now I'm going to get a little salt, little pepper, and I'm going to put just a tiny bit of salt because I'm pretty sure the dressings that I have placed in the crock pot are going to have salt as well. But definitely, we want the pepper. So there's our pepper. Flip them over. Add more pepper. I'm going to keep these shakers near the sink because they'll need to be wiped off since I've handled them, as well as all the other surfaces. And I normally take a little bit of bleach and wipe down those surfaces anyway. Now, so they're ready, and our meat is ready to go into the crock pot. So let me get you 2 crock pots. Okay, the pans are clean. And I'm going to get you down to the crock pot. And we'll place our brisket into the crock. Okay. I'll give him a good squeeze. Push him down in there. I'm kind of pushing him in so that those juices that are in there can come up to the top and kind of cover. Now this will shrink a bit, so it will have a chance to put it down. And in fact, I think what I'll do is just, now that I've got it into the juices, I'm going to flip it over so that the other side has a chance to get nice and juicy as well. And you can probably hear the sound of it. Now I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to put the top on this crock pot. And this baby's going to slow cook for the rest of the day. I'll see you this evening. Well, all right, my friends, dinner is about to be served. I've got the brisket here, this nice rich gravy, which I'm going to add to my plate that was made right in the crock pot. As it cooked, it's going to go over the meat and the rice. I'm serving it with a side of greens, and we're going to have a delicious dinner tonight. So, I'll see you tomorrow in the kitchen.